guy outside the top 15. He's more than willing to play the long game to prove his worth as future title contender.
Ready, fight.
All right, here we go. Manuel Torres in white, Grant Dawson out of the southpaw stance in black.
Manuel Torres is big, man. While Grant's just really lean now, opposed to the way he looked at the beginning of his career. Oh, no. That's not going to be good. He cannot take those types of shots at a sniper like Torres. He's got to be sure in his striking.
Yeah, Dawson was a featherweight when he made his UFC debut against Julian Erosa back in 2019. So, champ, you're wise to point out the size discrepancy that at least we're seeing. Ooh. Dawson, an underrated striker, but more often than not, it is a means to an end, which is his wrestling and grappling game.
Torres is fighting very patiently for him. He recognizes the threat of the takedown by Grant Dawson, and he's fighting intelligently. But that's what he looks for. Big shots. He caught him on the left.
Nice right hand by Dawson on the return.
Now for Torres, if he wants to approach this fight and get Grant striking with him, he's got to find a way to get him going backwards.
Good kick to the body by Dawson.
Beautiful kick. Grant's thrown about 4 or 5 good kicks so far, Joe. He's thrown 3 high kicks and then that good body kick. It's very hard to counter high kicks whenever somebody throws them as hard as Grant has been throwing them.
Torres has left the Entrum gym in Tijuana for Mexico City, cross-trains in Vegas. He still has retained some of his coaches, Hector Vazquez chief among them. Macio Fullen in the corner as well.
It's so funny watching Macio Fullen and those guys become coaches, because I remember when we did the Ultimate Fighter Latin America, all those kids were getting sent off to like Jackson to even learn mixed martial arts in Mexico. They just weren't doing it.
Counter left. Dawson is down, nearly out. El Loco does it again! Manuel Torres!
There he is.
Wow. Manuel Torres. And how patient was he?
Yep.
He knows he has that kind of power, but instead of the usual sort of reckless abandon style that we've seen from him in the past, very patient. Knew the threat of the takedown was there. Knew he would find his opening if he'd get Grant Dawson to strike with him. And boy, did he come up on top.
Hey, and you know, Morales is out there going crazy because that was one of his teammates.
Yeah.
We saw the same thing with Morales, right? Every time Sean Brady got close, he just let everything go, eventually knocked him out. That was nasty. I mean, this kid said, I want a top 15 guy. He just disposed of number 13 in the world in the first round.
And as a plus 220 underdog, El Loco coming to the top 15 next week. And once again, no stool needed.
Does that make like 16 finishes for him in the first?
Yes, sir.
That's nuts.
Hey, Joe, look at that. Remember what I said about Grant Dawson when he threw that loopy punch early? I said, you cannot do that. It's too dangerous. You got to be sure in your striking. Everything he was throwing seemed almost desperate and scared.
Yeah, he just caught him right there with
that was nasty.
Left hook.
Little left hook right up the middle, uppercut, puts him down. But look at the throw by, look at Dawson. He's throwing and running. You can't do that against these guys with big power. You got to fight with confidence. Manuel Torres with another finish.
Bro.
This dude is nasty.
Dawson knew if he couldn't get his wrestling game going, he was going to have to strike. Failed on his first 2 takedown attempts, and Manuel Torres closes the show in short order as usual.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declared the winner by TKO, Manuel El Loco